What cheer, y'all? Well, we're going to continue on with our Derby contender profiles, talking about the big dog, the horse, and everybody's talking about journalism. He is a he's an off the pace runner. That's what that P means. And trained by Mike McCarthy, who's been flying under the radar for quite some time. Really solid trainer. And Umberto Rispoli in the irons. You see Santa Felipe and Santa Anita Derby. His two starts at 3. Really hasn't done much wrong. And a deserving favorite, I'd say. Looking at his pedigree, he is by Curlin, who's the alpha male of horses. I mean, he's just a great sire, and we're not going to worry about 2 turns with him. Moppetism by Uncle Mo. You see her conduit mare profile. You look down at the bottom there, and it is skewed more towards stamina. I don't think that's going to be a problem whatsoever. And you see the triads are moving towards that as well. We talked about these numbers in our Burning Square presentation, so I encourage you to go back if you want a primer on how to look at some of these numbers here. The dosage index is 3.57, but again, they don't keep track of the chefs to race anymore, so that's probably a little higher than what it normally would be. Curlin would certainly be a chef to race if they kept track of it, but they don't. So it's not a number to worry about. GSV is 53.51, which ordinarily would be a little low, but again, they don't keep track of the chefs to race. That number certainly would be higher, so don't take a lot of stock. Don't get too upset by it. I think journalism definitely has mile and a quarter pedigree, and not going to worry about that. That's the least of our concerns. Take a look at the PPs here, and you can see third off the left from Mike McCarthy is an awesome angle at 24%, and journalism is coming into his third race. He has been pointed for the Derby without a doubt. That's no surprise, and I think he's heading into it in about as ideal a condition as you could get. You see, the interesting thing I found was that the Santa Anita Derby got a higher Brisnet figure than the San Felipe. He ran a 108 Beyer, and the San Felipe and the Santa Anita Derby got a 102, yet Brisnet ranks it higher. I would consider that to be a very big positive because he did take some kickback in that race and had a little bit of traffic, as much as you could get in a 5-horse field. So I thought it was educational, and it proved that he can handle a little bit of adversity and still perform. So that's really a big positive. One of the things I like about journalism the most is something that I like about 3-year-olds who have this pattern. Now, you look at the class rating, that's that CR next to race type, and you see it gets better with every race. 114, 118, 120, 121, 122. Why that's important is he's getting better, but he's doing it against a better class of field each time. That's what that race rating to the left of race type is. And you see 114, 113, 117, 118, 118. This is a horse who's almost running against himself. And he's beaten some pretty fair company. Rodriguez, Baeza, Barnes, Citizen Bull was a lousy race, but still, he was the Breeders' Cup Juvenile Champion. He's beaten Matticat Road as well, I believe. So, the nice thing to see is when these horses move to the East Coast and run back and run well, like Rodriguez. So it just reaffirms the quality that you've got with journalism. So to me, that those are major league positives. I mean, you just couldn't ask for a better progression going into the Derby. So there's really not much to knock on journalism, and again, he is a very deserving favorite. Our first take, what are the positives? Good progression. I would call it great. It's better than that. He's proven against high caliber opponents who have come back again, moved to the East Coast and performed well, so it validates the West Coast form. He's got the highest 2-turn speed figures amongst any of the contenders, and he has the stamina. I don't think he's going to have any problem with a mile and a quarter, and he's looking awful good. What are the negatives? Not too many. Field of 20, can he handle it? Well, we have to ask that about all the horses, don't we? The only thing is, will he be able to comfortably work out a trip and manage that kind of traffic to get to where he needs to get to in the Derby. That's really the only question, but we've got that question for all of them, don't we? So we'll just, he'll either do it or he won't. That's what it comes down to. Peaked early, little bit of a concern. I mean, the San Felipe was so huge, but as often happens when you actually start looking at the numbers, you see the Brisnet came out for the Santa Anita Derby a better race than the San Felipe. So I would consider that to be extremely encouraging. So again, not a lot of knocks. This is absolutely the Derby favorite, and deservedly so, and he's going to be awful hard to beat. So there you have it on journalism. You've got some some information that you can keep and refer back to. That's one of the purposes of these profiles, is to have information for your reference. And I hope it helps you with your own assessment. We will do this for all the contenders for the Derby before we get into our elements of handicapping, form, class, speed, and pace. We'll put it all together. We'll deep dive each aspect. And finally, we'll assess the contenders' chances and who we like for the Kentucky Derby. So plenty of content on the way in the next few weeks. We're going to try to do it for the Oaks as well, time permitting. So those of you who love the Oaks, we'll try to help you out with some content as well. If you do like content like this, of course, please continue to like and subscribe. Thanks to all of you who keep growing our community, and keep those comments coming. Love the dialogue. Love the fact we're talking to each other. Rodney, that was a nice post I just got from you. Some good insight there. And so I'm loving it. I like the fact we're talking to each other. It's going to help all of us in the end, I think. So that's it from here. I'll talk to you soon. And until then, be well.